Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to my introduction to Pranayama and Breathwork. In this video I'll be going through the various Pranayama and breathing exercises that are in my book Your Breath, Your Life, a simple guide to Pranayama and Breathwork. I will go through each exercise that is explained in the book, all the health benefits and the positive energy that you receive from each breath and each breathwork and pranayama technique is explained in the book. I'm just going to show you a companion guide basically to each type of breathing and how to do it, so that you can have some visual aid when reading the book or after you've read the book or when you're trying to develop your own practice. As stated in the book, pranayama is the fourth limb of yoga. There are 8 limbs in yoga. And pranayama is really the last physical limb of yoga. It's the fourth limb, and when you continue on 5, 6, 7 and 8, it's more an internal practice. So pranayama is on the pathway to the 8th limb of yoga, which is deep, deep, deep meditation. So if you want to develop a meditation practice or anything like that, you need to be able to do pranayama as well, as it's part of the process leading to meditation. Okay, so at the start of the book I ask a couple of questions. The first one is, what do I do with my hands? So we're just going to explain a couple of those. For the moment we'll just do 3 of them, and as we introduce more breath exercises I'm going to introduce you to one more. So the first one I'm going to introduce you to is called Chin Mudra. Okay, so Chin Mudra is just place your thumb, just touch the tip of your index finger and your thumb together like that. Just place them like that. Turn the back of your hand and place them on your knees, just on the back of your hand, and do it with the left and right hand. And just sit, get your spine nice and straight. Whether you're sitting on the floor like me with your legs crossed or whether you're sitting in a chair, just sit comfortably. Just make sure if you are sitting in a chair that your back isn't supported by the back of the chair. Just sit out at the edge of the chair and just sit nice and comfortably, straightening your spine, pulling in your chin just a little, and then Chin Mudra. So that's the tip of the index finger and the tip of your thumb connected on both hands, the back of your hands on your knees or on your thighs if you're sitting in a chair, and your palms facing up towards the ceiling. And that's Chin Mudra. The second mudra in the book is just the opposite of this. It's the same thing with your thumbs and index finger. And just turn your hands over and let your palms face down towards the floor and the back of your hands face up towards the ceiling. And that's called Yana Mudra. And the third one for now is called Dhyana Mudra. So just place your left hand in your lap and place your right hand in your left hand and just connect your tips of your thumbs together. Again, straighten your spine. And that's Dhyana Mudra. So there are 3 basic mudras. So there's Chin Mudra, Yana Mudra, Dhyana Mudra. Those 3. So that's the 3 mudras that are introduced at the beginning of the book. Also I discuss how to sit, and I just mentioned it there. So there's lots of ways of course that we can sit, but to do this properly it's nice to be able to sit on the floor with your legs crossed, but a lot of people that isn't possible because it's uncomfortable. If you can do it, that's fine. So just sit like I'm sitting here with your spine nice and straight, and maybe just lift your chin just up a little bit when you're practicing pranayama, and that helps with the circulation of the air. Again, if this isn't possible, you just sit in a chair. Okay, it's nice to have a solid chair. Okay, like it's better than sitting in a couch on a couch or some soft surface. So it's nice just to have a hard flat chair and sit out at the edge of that chair nice and comfortably. Both feet flat on the ground. Don't cross your legs. Both feet are flat on the floor. You can wear your shoes, socks, barefoot, whatever you like, but just make sure that both feet are flat on the floor. And again, just place your hands in Chin Mudra, Yana Mudra or Dhyana Mudra, any of those ones. Okay, so that's the sitting and what do I do with my hands section in the book. The next part that I talk about in the book is just to do a few little stretches maybe before you start your practice. So it's just important just to get the body just stretched just a little bit, like especially the sides of your ribs here and your spine and shoulders, just to get them all basically just opened up just a little bit more. Like if you've been sitting all day in a crouch position over a computer or maybe even out gardening or anything like that, we tend to crouch over. So it's nice just to try to stretch up. You can do this in the chair or you can do it in this position. And just maybe lift the left arm up and just stretch over to the right. And just take a couple of breaths there. And then maybe do the other side, the right arm up. And again, just stretch over. Just feel that right up there. Just opening up those ribs just a little bit. Okay, and just breathe. And maybe just bend forward as far as you can. Take a few breaths there. Come up. Support your lower back, just open up your chest, lean back just a little bit, bending your lower back slightly. And just put your hand on your knee and turn over, look over your left shoulder. Your right hand is on your knee. And then turn around, put your left hand on the right knee and turn over and look over your right shoulder. And these are all just very, very basic stretches, just to ease your body into this, open up your ribs and lungs just a little bit and just prepare yourself for pranayama. Okay. So the first breathing technique that we do in the book is called Ujjayi Breath. Okay, and this is known as the victorious breath or the breath of victory. And also it's sometimes described as ocean breathing. Okay, because when we do it, it's the sound of the ocean that we hear in our ears. Okay. So, just sit in your nice comfortable position. Chin Mudra, Yana Mudra, Dhyana Mudra, whichever you like. Straighten up your spine. And maybe just let your chin drift slightly down towards your chest, just a little bit. Close your mouth. And just breathe in through your nostrils. And exhale through your nostrils, mouth closed all the time. And now just slightly restrict the breath in your throat as you inhale. And try to hear the sound of the ocean. And exhale. And inhale. And maybe one more, just to get that feeling. And always with this type of breathing and that sound, just focus on the sound of it, but try to inhale for maybe a count of 4 and then exhale for longer than that. Okay, if that's too much for you, just inhale for a count of 3 and then try to exhale for a little bit longer, maybe 5 or 6. The ideal is to inhale for 4 and exhale for 8, but it takes practice to do that. It takes a lot of lung capacity as well, so it's just all practice. As I state in the book, never ever ever put your body under any strain and never end up finishing a any breath work exercise or any pranayama exercise breathless. Okay, it's very, very important that you don't become breathless and that you do these exercises within your own capacity. Okay, so that's Ujjayi Breath. So it's that sound of the ocean. It's lovely to close your eyes, inhale for 4, exhale, extend the exhalation, and just listen to the sound of the ocean in your system. Okay, and just maybe use that just to ease yourself into the pranayama practice. I suppose I should talk about how to breathe properly, which is the 3 stages breath, the Dirga breath. Okay, so we'll just very basic introduction to that. So in proper breathing, in yogic breathing, what we do is we Inhale and we push our navel out. And then when we exhale, we pull our navel in. So it's not very intuitive because most of us aren't breathing correctly. So what we generally do is when we inhale, we go and pull in our tummy, and when we exhale, we drop down and push our tummy out. So you need to start practicing doing the opposite of this, something that you've been doing wrongly for a long, long time. Okay, so sit up nice and straight, place your right hand on your navel, and do Chin Mudra or Yana Mudra with your left hand. Inhale, push your navel out. And exhale, pull your navel right into your spine, right in as far as it will go. That's it. One more time. Inhale, push your navel out. And exhale, let your navel come right into your spine. Okay, the other part of this is if you grab yourself just around here, just around your lower ribs here, get your elbows out a little bit. And when you inhale, try to get that feeling that your elbows are going out in this direction. Okay, so just try this. And if you can picture, your diaphragm is right across here, and what's happening is your diaphragm is going down and pushing your tummy out when you inhale, and when you exhale, your diaphragm comes up and your tummy comes in underneath it. So that's the idea. So we do tummy, chest, throat. Then we exhale, throat, chest, tummy. I'll say that again. Inhale, tummy, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, tummy. Okay, we'll just try that one more time. So again, just place your right hand on your navel and inhale. And slowly exhale, emptying the lungs completely and feeling the navel go right back towards your spine, right back. So inhale, tummy, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, and tummy comes in. And that's your 3-part Dirga breathing. Okay, so it's important just to remember that. And it's the correct way to breathe. And even try to practice it when you're walking or doing any exercise at all. And try to keep that part of your day that you're always checking whether that your mouth is closed and that you're breathing properly down into your tummy. So this idea of your diaphragm moving up and down as you inhale and exhale is very, very important to build up the diaphragm and to use that muscle. As that muscle is moving up and down, it's also massaging your internal organs and pushing out toxins out of your system as well. So you'll find that when you do that, sometimes if you practice it, you'll find oily feeling on your hairline here, and that's the body pushing out any toxins that are in your internal organs, because your diaphragm is massaging the internal organs up and down. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is Samavriti, square breathing. Square breathing is a lovely, lovely practice and very, very simple. In the book I say that you should do inhale for 4, hold your breath for 4, exhale for 4, and inhale and hold your breath outside of your body, for a count of 4 as well. If this is too much for you, just start with 2-3 breaths and just get that idea and try to picture that square. Inhaling for your count, holding your breath for your count, exhaling for the count, and most importantly, holding your breath but outside of your body for the same count. So just give you an idea of it here. So how I do it in a class, I'll just give you an idea of it so that you have it in your mind what it sounds like. I won't be able to do it, I'm just going to count through it. So we get a nice comfortable position again. Again, check with your hands, however you want your hands. Straighten your spine, let your chin come up a little bit. I'll do a 4 count and see how you get on with that. So, inhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold the breath outside of your body. 3, 4. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. So that's your square breathing, okay? As you can see again, it's an inhale for a certain count, hold your breath for a certain count, exhale for the same count, and hold the breath outside of your body for the same count. So it's Samavriti, square breathing is what it's known in the Western world. The Sanskrit is Samavriti. Okay, the next one is Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is translated as shining skull. Okay, beautiful, beautiful pranayama exercise, my favorite. So with Kapalbhati, what we're doing is we're forcing air out of our system. We're pushing it out, and at the end then we're holding our breath just for a certain amount of time. But the main thing is that I sometimes describe it to people as you feel as if you're sneezing. Again, you go. So try not to move your body, keep your body nice and straight, and force the air out through your nostrils. So just go. If you put your hand on your tummy, you'll feel your tummy go in, and the muscles in your tummy and abdomen will tighten. Again, that idea of pushing the air out. And the first, when people are learning this, the easiest way maybe to remember is this thing of sneezing. So you go. And you'll feel the muscles in your abdomen contracting, and you'll feel that your navel goes in and up. Again, as I reiterated at the start of the whole thing, do this within your own ability, okay? Do not become breathless afterwards, okay? It's all very well watching videos of yogis in India doing this and doing maybe 120 of those or 150 of those. That takes a long, long time to get that level of practice and that expertise in Kapalbhati to able to do those long sessions. So maybe start with 10 is a nice number. So maybe if you do 10, 12 and 15, do 3 rounds. So basically what 10 would look like would be and then stop and then inhale and exhale, nice long exhale, and one more time inhale and a nice long exhale. And now after your next inhale, you're going to hold your breath. Just inhale, maybe 80%, 70%, and just hold your breath nice and gently. Again, no stress on your body. Just hold your breath for as long as you can, as long as it's comfortable and not putting any stress on your body. And let breathe now. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale again, and now you can start your next round. Inhale in, and then maybe do your 12. Do and then exhale and continue on. So let's start with 10, 12 and 15, and then you can work yourself up then maybe to 15, 18, 20 and so on up. And again, always working within your own capability, working with your body, listening to your body. Any breathlessness, you've done too much, step back. Okay, so that's Kapalbhati. Very, very nice exercise. Next exercise is actually in chapter 15. So this is called Bhastrika. And Bhastrika means bellows. It's a bellows breath. And I always try to picture it myself as the bellows going that big powerful push of air out. So we're trying to get that big push, that bellows air out through our nostrils. And we use our body to do that. So we don't sit in Chin Mudra or Yana Mudra or Chin Mudra, anything like that. We put both hands out and we sit up nice and straight. And we let the air, let breathe now. Exhale in. Inhale again. And one more time. Inhale. And then exhale. And And that feeling in Kapalbhati of the navel coming in, you're going to really pull the navel in on this, and you're going to empty your lungs, completely empty your lungs. So you take a nice big breath. Inhale, bring both arms up. Just pause slightly and then go. Bring your elbows right down to the side of your body. It's a very, very powerful exercise. So start this exercise or start this practice very, very slowly. Maybe do 3, 4 or 5 to start with, and then build yourself up. If you want to build yourself up, there's no need to do that either. But if you want to build up to more practice, do it very, very slowly. This is a very, very powerful practice. Again, like Kapalbhati, you do 5 rounds, take a couple of inhales and exhales, hold your breath, and then go back and do another round. Again, hold your breath, and then do a 3rd round. So I'll just show you one more time. So it's inhale. Again, inhale. One more time. And that's Bhastrika, the bellows breath. Okay. The next one is Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. And this is where I introduce you to a 4th mudra. So we've done Chin Mudra, Yana Mudra, Dhyana Mudra, and now we introduce you to a mudra called Vishnu Mudra, also known in some practices as Nashika Mudra. Vishnu Mudra is what I was taught, so this is what I'm going to use today. So Vishnu Mudra, the first thing you do is you put your left hand in Chin Mudra. So you know Chin Mudra, you just connect your thumb and index finger, the tips of them, place the back of your hand on your knee or your thigh, and with your right hand, you bend your index finger and middle finger down and you place them at the base of your thumb. So that's your index finger and middle finger. You press them down to the base of your thumb. You leave your thumb out like that, and your ring finger and middle finger are sitting straight up. That's the first thing. So that's Vishnu Mudra. To do this exercise, we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. Okay, so what we do is we use the thumb to close our right nostril. And when we want to close our left nostril, we just turn our wrists and we close our left nostril with those 2 fingers. So it's a case of close your right nostril with your right thumb, and then turn your wrist and close your left nostril with the ring finger and middle finger. So it's just a case then of going over and back, depending on which nostril you're breathing through. Okay, so I'll say that again. So Vishnu Mudra, bring your hand up like this. Bend your index finger and middle finger and place them down at the base of your thumb. Leave your thumb out and your ring finger and little finger are sitting straight up like that. Place your right thumb on your right nostril. Inhale through the left. And now exhale through the right. Just turn your wrist, close the left nostril and exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close your right nostril with your right thumb and exhale through left. Inhale through left. Close your left nostril with the 2 fingers and exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close your right nostril with your right thumb and exhale through left. We'll do one more. Inhale through left. Close your left nostril with your fingers and exhale through right. And inhale through right. And close your right nostril with your right thumb and exhale through left. And let your hand come down. So that's Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Again, this practice, advanced practice, you would inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 8. Or inhale for 5 and exhale for 10. Or inhale for 6 and exhale for 12. And so on up to 8, but not beyond 8. Only 8. Okay, so 8-16 is the limit for this practice. Start off again within your own ability. If you can inhale for 3 and exhale for 6, very good. If you can inhale for 3 and exhale for 5, very good. If you can inhale for 3 and exhale for 4, very good. Your first point of reference, or your first, to get your practice advanced, is to inhale for 4 and exhale for 8. That's the best you can hope to get to in a short period of time. Again, putting no strain on your body whatsoever. There's no such thing as failure in Nadi Shodhana. You do what you can do. 4-8 is a nice practice to have if you can reach that. If not, don't worry about it. Just try to inhale that twice as long as your, try to exhale twice as long as your inhale, and it's perfectly good no matter what you do. Moving on from Nadi Shodhana is Anuloma Viloma, the famous one. It's one of the most famous practices. It's where we do exactly the same thing. We inhale for the count that's good for us, and then we pinch our nostrils and close our nostrils and hold our breath. Again, within our own ability. Okay? You'll see a lot of places written, oh, you should inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 16, and exhale for a count of 8. That's advanced practice. The book that I have written is a simple guide to pranayama. It's not for advanced practitioners. It's for beginners, for people who want to get the health benefits of pranayama. So just do again what you can do. So you just, again, put left hand in Chin Mudra, your right hand in Vishnu Mudra. You bend your fingers down, again, your index finger and middle finger down to the base of your thumb. You place your right thumb on your right nostril and you inhale through the left. And when you're finished inhaling, you close both nostrils, hold your breath, and maybe focus on the area between your eyebrows or your heart center, whichever suits you, holding your breath. And then you exhale out through the right nostril. So just lift your thumb off and exhale through the right. And when you're ready, inhale through the right and close both nostrils and hold your breath. And when you're ready, exhale through left. So just lift your 2 fingers off your nostril, exhale through the left. And maybe try that one more time. So inhale through left. Close both nostrils, so your fingers and thumb are closing your nostrils, just pinching your nostrils. Don't have to squeeze them that tight, just pinch them. And when you're ready, exhale through right. When you're finished exhaling, inhale through right. Pinch your nostrils closed. And when you're ready, exhale through left. And relax. Take a nice deep breath. The next pranayama are joined together. They're very, very important practices. They're Surya Bheda and Chandra Bheda. Surya is the sun. So those of you who practice yoga will know that a Surya Namaskar is sun salutation. So Surya is the god of the sun and Chandra is the god of the moon. The moon cools everything and the sun heats up everything. So that's the idea behind both of these. Your left nostril is the moon. It cools the body. Breathing through your left nostril cools your body. Your right nostril is the sun. It warms your body up. It brings heat into your body. It brings digestive fire into your body. They say in India that you should only eat your meals when you're breathing through your right nostril because it burns the food in your body. If you're breathing through your left, your body is too cool. So to eat a meal, you should be breathing through your right nostril. Your right nostril gets the digestive fires burning and burns up the food and gives energy into the body. Something you might like to see if it works sometime. Okay, so to practice this, it's very, very like the Nadi Shodhana, etc. So we just try to breathe, inhale through our left nostril. Say we start with Chandra Bheda, which is the moon breath. So we breathe in through our left nostril and exhale through our right. And then we inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right and just continue that on. Okay, so we just do that, just maybe 3 rounds of that. So again, left hand in Chin Mudra, right hand in Vishnu Mudra. Place your right thumb on your right nostril and inhale through left. Close your left with the 2 fingers and exhale through right. Close your right with the right thumb. Inhale through left. And close the left with 2 fingers and exhale through right. Close the right with your thumb and inhale through left. Close the left, exhale through right. And that's 3 rounds of Chandra Bheda. They say that if you get hot under the collar, this is what you should be doing. You should be practicing this cooling. Cools the mind, cools the body. If you're overheating, as I say, getting hot under the collar or getting frustrated with something, this is the practice that you do. The other one then is Surya Bheda, which is to heat the body up. If you're feeling chilled or anything like that, if you feel that you're not digesting your food properly, if you feel maybe some feeling of heartburn or anything like that, you can do this practice, and what it'll do is actually get the digestive fire and start digesting your food a little bit quicker for you. Okay, very, very nice practice as well. So we'll try that now. Okay, so sitting again straight, left hand in Chin Mudra, Vishnu Mudra with the right hand, and this time you're going to close your left nostril with the 2 fingers and you're going to inhale through right. Now close your right with your thumb and exhale through left. Close your left with the 2 fingers, inhale through right. Close the right with your thumb and exhale through left. Close the left, inhale through right. Close the right with your thumb and exhale through left. And that's Surya Bheda. So there you did 3 rounds of Chandra Bheda, 3 rounds of Surya Bheda. If you're practicing this or trying it out, you should only do one of them during any day. So any day that you have, if you do Chandra Bheda, don't do Surya Bheda, and vice versa. If you do Surya Bheda, don't do Chandra Bheda. Just practice one of them in a day. The next 2 pranayamas are actually the same pranayama, but because we are genetically challenged basically in rolling our tongue, some of us can roll our tongue and some can't. There's a practice for each of those. Okay, so this is called Sitali and Sitkari. Okay, and these again are cooling pranayamas. As I say in the book, these pranayamas are used really in the monsoon time in India, where it gets very, very warm. And maybe I live here in Ireland, so we don't get much humidity, maybe for a few nights during the summer where we could actually practice this. But in other parts of the world, you get humid weather. And if you really want to cool down, these are your pranayama practices for cooling the body down. They're very, very simple. So the first one is Sitali. And Sitali is, again, straighten up, hands in Chin Mudra, Yana Mudra or Dhyana Mudra. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out, roll your tongue, and just leave it there and just breathe slowly in over your tongue. Let the saliva form on your tongue and just inhale. Close your mouth and exhale completely through your nostrils. Roll your tongue. Close your mouth and exhale completely. One more time. Roll your tongue. Close your mouth and exhale completely. Exhale. Lovely. Now, for those of you that can't roll your tongue, this is the practice. You curl your tongue in and place it up into the roof of your mouth and have the edges of your tongue just coming out at the side of your mouth. So roll your tongue back in the back of your teeth and up the roof of your mouth. One more time. One more time. So both those exercises are actually the same exercise. So one is for people that can roll their tongue, and one is for people that can't roll their tongue. The last exercise we're going to do is the black bee, Brahmari. Brahmari is a very, very nice practice, and it helps with the production of nitric oxide in the nasal passage and in the sinuses. Nitric oxide has been found to be very, very beneficial to us because it actually sterilizes the breath as it comes in. So the more nitric oxide you have in your nasal passages, the more sterile your breath is going down into your lungs. I'm recording this video in just the end of October in 2020. So at the moment we have lockdown in Ireland for coronavirus, and this breathing technique is starting to gain traction online for people to do it because it creates nitric oxide, which sterilizes the breath, which can help us fend off any diseases that come in through our through the air. Okay, so it's something that you might like to practice. It's very, very enjoyable. And basically what it is, it's humming. Okay, so it's humming, but kind of extreme humming. So we all know that when we go and have a shower or whatever, we're going around the house doing things during the day, we start to hum naturally ourselves. And when we do this, it vibrates our sinuses. And when the sinuses are vibrated, they create nitric oxide. So what we try to do with Brahmari is we try to do basically an extreme version of this humming. So we try to hum with the inhale and hum with the exhale and vibrate our sinuses. It's something that takes a little bit of practice for the inhale especially, okay? And I'll just see if I can do it, because sometimes I can do it myself and sometimes I can't, okay? So I'll just try it. So sitting up nice and straight. Maybe just restrict the air just a little bit like you did in Ujjayi Breath earlier on. Exhale, completely exhale. And then inhale and try to hum. And that's an inhale, and it worked. So you'll know you're doing it properly when you feel your lips vibrating. Your lips will actually vibrate when you're doing it. When that proper vibration is going through your body, your lips will vibrate. So I'll just try it one more time so you get the sound of it. And I know you can't see the lips vibrating, but you get that sound and how it's supposed to sound. Okay, so we'll just try that. And that's the inhale. So what we're going to do is, the next one is, I'm going to do an inhale and an exhale. I won't do a full exhale because it can go on a bit long, so you don't get bored listening to it. But you can imagine if you have a group of people doing this in a room, it just is a great vibration in the room as well. So when I first learned this, we used to do it in the morning, very, very early in the mornings with maybe 30-35 people in a room. And there's a great feeling because some people are extending longer than others and inhaling and exhaling, so it gives a very, very nice atmosphere. So it's something that you might like to practice, especially now that you know about airborne diseases and things like that, and trying to get proper air into your body. So this vibration creates nitric oxide in your nasal passages and sterilizes the breath as it comes in. Okay, so let's try an inhale and an exhale. And exhale. Okay, I just finished that up short there. We can extend that out as long as you can, What they say about the inhale is the drone bee, and the exhale is the queen bee. So the inhale sounds like the drone, it might definitely did that time, and the exhale is the queen bee. So that's what it does. So in the inhale and the exhale, they both generate nitric oxide in your nasal passages. You'll see somewhere, if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see advanced practitioners. What they do is as well, they put their thumbs in their ears and they place their index finger over their eyes and their other fingers down across like this, and you'll see them bringing the vibration into the senses. So you can do that as well. If you like to do that, block your ears and place your fingers over your face, over your eyes, nose, your lips and your chin, like that. And you'll feel the vibration move from your ears all the way across into all your face and give your face a nice massage as well. Okay, so that's all the breathing exercises that are included in my book, Your Breath, Your Life, a simple guide to pranayama and breathwork. It's available on Amazon. If you have it already, thanks very much. If you don't have it, it's available on Amazon, and you can buy it and go through each of the exercises and the stories of how I got into breathwork and all that as well. So what we went through today is we went through a little bit of stretching. We went through what to do with your hands, how to sit properly, how to do the 3-part breathing to start. Then we went on to, first of all, we did the Ujjayi Breath, the ocean breathing. Then we did Samavriti, Kapalbhati, Bhastrika, Nadi Shodhana, Analoma Viloma, Surya and Bheda, Sitali and Sitkari, and we just finished up there with Brahmari, the black bee breath. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm just going to finish with Shanti Mantra. In the book itself, I have the mantras at the start and the finish. We always start with Sahana Bhavatu and we always finish with Purnamada. And this is a Shanti Mantra, which is a peace mantra. And I wish you all peace, and I hope that you enjoy the book. I hope that you can get a practice going yourself. If you have any questions ever, please contact me on Dermot Ryan Yoga on Facebook or Instagram, or through my website, dermotryanyoga.com. Thanks all of you who've supported me by buying the book and starting a practice. Again, anytime you need any information about these practices, please get in touch with me. I'll be back to you straight away. And let's finish with a Shanti Mantra, a peace mantra. Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnadamaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat, Om Namah Shivaya, and Namaste, and thank you.